Hello.
Hi.
What are we doing today?
Sonatina.
All right.
Hello, welcome to PianoTurtle. Yeah, today I thought I might show you some old videos of my students playing piano. It is shot with an old camera. Yes, years ago when I was teaching a lot. The quality of the footage is very bad. Please forgive. From Tina's story, link below. Make sure you watch Tina's story before you watch this one. This is a continuation of the tutorial series. You've learned that I value teamwork, and I encourage parents' participation. Right? When I talk with parents, friends, and teachers, there are talks of how difficult piano can be, and for some that saw Tina's video, I got some feedback saying that she is a prodigy and musically talented. Well, I'm fully aware of how hard piano can be, but when I teach a child, I'm very careful about what seeds I place in their minds. See, do I plant seeds of doubt, or seeds of hope? If I point out to them everything hard and frustrating, sometimes in the attempt to get them to work harder, you know what I'm saying? But if I point all that out, first of all, it's much easier for me as a person to do is to complain about how hard things are, right? It's much harder to solve problems, yes. But I have to be careful, though, as a teacher, not to overdo it. Sometimes I let it slip, and sometimes the student says, that is a limiting thing to say. they turn it back on me. Yeah, it's also very delightful to hear a parent say something limiting and then catch themselves. They're like, oh shoot, I just said something limiting, didn't I? And the kid says sometimes, I will undo it, they say.
Hello. Sonatina number 3, right?
Okay, yes.
Okay, here we go. How about you stand up?
The confidence is felt by the kids when they achieve something, but the concerns are felt from the parents before the kids achieve something. And that's very natural. Yeah, I rarely point out the difficult parts. And when students tell me it's difficult during class, solutions are offered to the best of my knowledge, and so that in their mind they can feel safe and secure. One of the basic human needs is security. So I want to show these clips because it's about what can be done rather than what cannot be done, and even worse, what should not be. Sometimes there's talk of you shouldn't play this piece because it's too hard for you. My opinion is, so what if they mess it up? Our biggest lessons can be taught when we mess things up. So unless, now here's the exception, unless the training is not there, unless they build bad habits. Now that has to be stopped in the beginning. Oh, what a delight it was to teach her. She was only 4.5 when she came to me. I almost didn't take her because she was too young. So I learned a huge lesson, not to prematurely judge anyone's aptitude. Just like Tina, her parents, both of them, stay for the entire class, 1 hour long, and they both support and supervise at home. Yeah, this video is the beginning of the second semester. She has 6 months with me so far.
Okay, very good. Very good. All right. Yeah, you have all of it?
We are here now.
Just up to there?
We're just up here.
Okay. Do you practice every day?
Yes, but we are repeating with this new sonatina.
Yeah, you do every day. How long?
That's new. It's
How long?
good.
How long every day? Do you know? You don't know, do you?
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. So you have help from parents,
All day play.
and you have help from me, and you play almost every day. Every day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Great. Anyway, all right. Now, this is the beginning of lesson. I'm gonna teach you the piece now. Okay. I'm gonna teach you how to play it better, and then we're gonna record a second time.
Because
Okay.
we will do a second time.
Yeah. Yep. We're gonna do that.
I do duets with my students often because even though they're playing less notes, their ear, right, and their mind, they're open. So I improvise so that they can hear a lot more, and they can hear different things, decorations, treatments of chords, variations, right? So that when they play bigger pieces, bigger, with lots and lots of information, their minds and their ear, right, they're not going to be as overwhelmed already. It's an example of compound teaching.
Big birthday.
Big birthday.
Little birthday.
Little birthday.
You're almost gonna be 5. I can't believe this.
Because I will go little birthday, he will go big birthday.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Oh, this one, yeah, Saranya. Yeah, what a joy it was to teach this one. She wanted it. Yeah, when Saranya was 6, she came to me. This is near the end of her first year, and she was preparing for her solo recital. Now, a 45-minute solo recital by a almost 7-year-old, right? I'm very proud of her. When she met me, she wanted to learn the adult version of Fur Elise. I said, no problem. During lesson, only the hard parts are covered. It's all very back and forth, you see. I trust the student to learn the parts. So some parts are really easy and other parts are really hard. So during lesson, only the hard parts are covered. And that is presented to me on the journal. The journal will tell me that they have accomplished certain passages on this day and that day, and then the next day how they advanced through my 10 steps and improved it. It's a rotational tracking system. Yep. What does not get tracked does not improve, you have heard said, right? Well, actually it improves. Either your bad habits can improve or your good habits can improve. But the problem with not tracking is you wouldn't know you improved them. You wouldn't know as well as, I should say. See, positive. It's all very back and forth. The students show me some, and I show them some. Now, the students learn the pieces non-linearly, and they take care of what they can, and the lessons fills the gap. The Bach was actually learned very quickly. 2 lessons. She learned all the notes. And all I had to do was spend 2 hours, sum of 2 hours, going over what I want her to do until performance time. All lessons are recorded in journals. And the students, they have to type up a monthly report for my records so that I can research that better. What she learned here is the Mozart Sonata. Yeah, I look at the reports to research what worked, what works good and what works better. The things that don't work, I don't give up on it. The methods and the practice, merely alter it a little bit. Sometimes it's just a tiny bit of alteration that makes it work from what did not work. It could be psychological, it could be physical, but the basic principles are there. And to those who says, oh, that doesn't work for me, that doesn't work for me, well, you're not that far off from it working. Tweak it a little bit to suit your tastes and your personality. But when it comes to masterpieces, there is no such thing as gradual leveling, right? In my case, the Rachmaninoff pieces that I'm currently transcribing and working on, one part can be extremely easy and another part can be extremely difficult, right? So there's no such thing as gradual leveling. So I actually show these bigger pieces to students because in the long term, their minds have to get used to that. They have to get used to the surprise element. Turn the page and oh my goodness, right? So they also have to get very good, and it takes years of practice to get good at learning strategically based on the level of the piece, based on the levels of one piece. That kind of mindset, learning non-linearly, take care of the hard parts first, or take care of the easy parts first, it doesn't happen overnight. So if my student is so mentally accustomed to leveling up gradually, then any hard piece would devastate them. Now the pieces I select for them are carefully selected so that they learn the basics and the techniques and the strategies they need to conquer anything else underneath that level. Hopefully you see that they all can do it regardless of age. Yeah.
Okay, very good. There we go. Okay, well, you have a fun time in Thailand, okay? And when you come back, pay me a visit. Okay? Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, that was the last lesson, and I think she knew it. Here's another example of student playing the Clementi Sonatina. I'm showing you a lot of the same pieces or the same style is because it's a new normalized situation. I begin, almost everybody goes through it. But then they can venture off and play whatever they want. Cameron was 16 here. He had 2 years with me before college. Hopefully you see that they all can do it regardless of age. All the students here, this is all within their first year. And because he was a teenager, he understood my teaching philosophy much more clearer than You know, the 5 or the 6-year-olds. In this case, a 4-year-old as well. The 4-year-old doesn't know what she's doing, but she's doing it, and the parents gradually, when she gets older or whenever, starts teaching them these principles. Yeah, I had one parent actually ask me, well, you're teaching her and showing me, it's like the high school level thinking, at least. And my question was, okay, then wait until high school to teach it to her, when she's so busy with homework. And she says, hey, you know what? We don't know when she's gonna understand these principles.
Okay, yeah, we're doing a sonatina, right? 5 lessons in.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see how far you can get with a memory test, alright?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
He's gonna hold it there?
Yeah.
This whole leveling system is not the child. The child may surprise you. They may learn faster or slower. Don't worry about the pacing. Just deliver information and let them take care of it. Yeah, here's another example of someone really young, I believe 6 years old, playing the same level in the first year. Now his older sister, I think by 2 years, advanced very quickly, and because she did, he did too.
Great. Alright, now go home and work on the last part. It's the same as the first part with the exception of
What part? Last part?
this part.
This part?
From here to here, everything's the same. Transposed, but it's all the same. This is the only line you need to learn. Okay? Only line. This is all the same. Alright, so next time I listen to you, we'll have everything, okay? We got 1 line worth of development. It's the inversion of the top. The inversion. See? Inversion of the top. And then this part kind of looks like that part. So you can take care of it? Yeah? Yes?
Maybe.
Okay. Alright. Alright, see you next time. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
These two are always goofing around after class. You know, they're the end of the day students. The two of them, they come together. I group them together at the end of the day. You know what? When there is confidence and when there is joy, they don't want to stop. Right? It's like video games.
Okay. Hey, I gotta eat dinner. I have to eat dinner.
Not too bad. Me.
Yeah, we all have to eat dinner.
I tell my students to treat it like a game. Reward yourself when you get around correctly. Each piece is the whole game, and there are different levels. Each section are levels. And the coins is kind of like the victory scores, right? And when they play a game, they don't want to stop. So these kids, right, when lesson's over, they all of a sudden feel less official, and they start goofing around and giggling. You know, it's a delightful thing to witness here. I'm watching these videos here. Yeah, the older sister is playing some Beethoven symphony, so here it is. Here's an excerpt of her playing the Beethoven symphony with me. I never auditioned anyone. Yeah, despite the challenges, lack of focus, lack of patience, you know, all these limiting things one can say. Despite all that, to those students, this is completely normal. I hope you saw, right? I can't make this up. To me, it is not. Because I remember clearly my early days of learning the piano. It took me 4 years to get to these sonatinas, and it took me 6 more years just to find out what proper Chopin sounds like. So I'm the slow one here. Yeah, looking at these videos, they all learn way faster than me. And they actually do it with a mindset that is more complete. They know what they're doing, whereas I did not. The most rewarding thing for me is to see the younger generation realize their full potential.